Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Seraph Syndrome. I am your DM and host, Danny, also called Fungifisheye, which you won't hear yelled at me. You'll hear the first one yelled at me, maybe by my lovely co-host, if you guys would like to say hi.
Hello, I'm Noelle. I play Stella Starweaver.
Hello, I'm Tiny and I play Akia Selene.
And with that, let us get right on into the last... What the hell? Into the session.
The last session.
Because on the last... Yes, the last session. Episode 50, the podcast blows up.
No!
On the last session of Seraph Syndrome, Stella was engulfed by a sea of stars. Within the deep black abyss, she was assaulted by creatures twisted and mangled, bodies consisting of warbling black holes and contorting flesh. She was saved by a mysterious figure that gave her a solid warning about entering the astral seas like this again. Afterwards, she awoke feeling fuzzy. After a seeming century of being forced into a stasis-like state, just to find only a few minutes had passed in their world. Akia comforted her, and Gully questioned her a little bit. But Stella went to bed shortly after, jotting all that her fleeting memory could muster. Akia took to sitting with Arteno for a while, as he reminisced on sights that he could never have seen. As night came, the party got a good rest and found themselves up within the Milleferan Kingdom once more, and the camp has already been mostly packed up besides your sleeping bags and tents.
Oh my god.
Can't catch a break.
I get up. I am kind of sluggishly moving around, like I don't quite feel refreshed. I just stretch and just look at everything packed up and I'm just like, oh. We're ready to go already?
You see a Grim sitting over like a snuffed out flame, and he gestures to some breakfast prepped out for you guys, and he points towards the castle.
Oh, no goody. Okay. Should I? I'll eat first. I go to sit down by him.
You sit down by a Grim and begin to eat your meal. I'd say shortly after that, Akia, you wake up feeling actually refreshed because you had a good night's sleep.
Yay! She's still a little groggy because she wants more rest. And she kind of just stares at everything mostly packed up and she's just like, yeah, that checks out. Yeah. And she just begrudgingly sits down and starts eating, knowing they don't get a break.
Another morning, ready to go.
Yay!
No time to rest now, I suppose.
I would prefer it that way.
Yes, we have very important business to handle.
You see Asmothia nods, and they look up at the daunting Milleferan castle, the giant tree sprouting from its midst. As you guys finish up your breakfast, if there's nothing you want to talk about or chat about, we'll be moving upwards.
Do I remember
as you guys are pulled
anything?
along. Roll me a history check or a raw intelligence. History is intelligence, so.
Okay, history or raw intelligence I can pick between?
Yes. History should arguably be better, yes.
Yeah.
Go. Ooh.
Ooh. Okay, 12?
Not bad.
With a 12 plus your exhaustion Or I should say
Oh.
minus your exhaustion.
Mine is like 6 or something.
Ooh.
You're on 2 levels, right?
Oh, okay. So that's like minus 4.
Minus 4. So, with a minus 4 to that, you are feeling like those memories are a bit fuzzy. The one thing that really looms over your head is the fact that you are not supposed to enter that way the way you came.
Mm-hmm.
You got a stern warning to not enter. Or, it wasn't very stern. You can remember that. But
Yeah.
you got a daunting warning that
Very friendly.
entering that way could really, really be bad for you, Stella Starweaver.
I kind of close my eyes and furrow my brows a bit as I try to remember this. And I kind of like... I give myself a couple like quick slaps on the face. Not only to wake up, but also to just like remind myself not to mess up like that again.
Gully is looking at you and raises an eyebrow at you. A thought bubble pops over his head. Is she insane?
Yes.
But as you try to jog your memory, as you try to push those thoughts back into your head, you find yourself stumped for an answer. Those memories seem sealed away, maybe by your brain trying to save face.
Well, seeing as there's no point in really dwelling on it right now, I kind of shrug it off a little bit, but keep those words in my mind. How did everyone else rest?
Decent? Ish.
Well, that's better than bad?
Oh, so much better than bad. I've had bad. Bad is not good.
I'm glad it was
Quite the
better.
opposite, yeah.
Yeah. Bad is not good.
Super succinct.
think he was just nodding along.
Oh, I'm too tired.
Well, since the question extends to me, yeah, I slept fine.
Good.
Been trying to wake up earlier.
Oh, well, that's really good.
Where's Arteno?
You see as, yeah, I was just about to say,
Yay!
Arteno finally strolls out of his tent. You see his blouse is unbuttoned. He is, he sits...
Sorry.
All right.
I'm not sorry.
All right. He sits down. He casually pours himself a bottle of his wine reserve, or a cup of his wine reserve, and he
Bitch, it's like 9
eats
a.m.
breakfast.
The fuck?
Mm-hmm.
This early?
Already having a drink?
5 o'clock somewhere.
Judging by how close we are to the castle, it seems like, this drink will be necessary for today.
Oh.
I
You know what, maybe.
suppose, perhaps.
I don't know what's up there. All I know is that there's something dangerous that we have to do up there. None of us really asked the Milleferro what the challenge would be.
Yeah.
That is true. I can't argue with that.
A little bit of an oversight on our end, yeah.
Whoopsies.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Stella, midway through you saying that, you begin to feel the earth rumble beneath your feet.
Oh no.
You feel tremors in the earth. You see as nearby buildings begin to shake as rubble is kind of pouring down them as these heaving structures begin to crack around you. There's underlying damage, but you see as slowly those cracks start to elongate. Then you hear tung, 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 as loud reverberant echoes peal down from the heavens. As these roaring booms echo above you, you hear splintering sounds, a loud crack. Then you see as a boulder comes flying down from the ceiling. It smashes down into a distant part of town, and you see as an entire building in the distance is obliterated. As silence falls, as the booming stops, as the earthquake slowly trickles down into silence, you're left there. The sound of the creaking canopy above you slowly back and forth as the whole thing is recoiling from the earthquake and the boulders coming down from the ceiling. You see as Gully puts down his plate of food. Arteno doesn't bother eating off of a plate. He just grabs it in his hands. And Asmothea goes,
I suppose we should go now.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, I think so. May the stars guide us to victory.
I sure hope those stars aren't as mean to me as they are to you.
Oh, heavens, no. No. You don't need to worry about that.
as you assure little Asmothea, you see as Grim is the first to stand up. His cape billows behind him as he twists around and he begins to walk up the stairs. Roseblood clinks against his armor as he proceeds upwards. And the rest of you follow, right?
Yes.
As you guys move upwards and further beyond into the Milleferan Kingdom, is there anything you do as you walk through the level of above the shopping district? You guys are near the housing, from what you can tell. There seems to be a whole lot of more personal belongings. You see some of the buildings are cracked wide open, rubble pouring against the first floor. You see the insides of them look like they were well lived in.
I think about the urgency of everything we're doing and how one of these trials is going to be very reliant on me. Are we stopping here, or is Grim just like continuing?
Oh, Grim is continuing. He's walking down the path as you guys maneuver your way through this debris-laden street.
I think about how I would like to be at my best for that trial, and I kind of want to see if I can look for something that I can maybe use to practice my weaving, if there's anything here. I kind of turn towards Grim in specific. Could we, stop here for a second? Or, you could keep going without me for a bit.
Igrim turns to you and he just turns back away from you and continues walking upwards.
Okay.
It seems like he at least won't be waiting for you.
I kind of wanted to maybe look for something that could help me with weaving, since I want to be as prepared as I can, so, I just wanted to take a little detour for that.
That sounds like a fair plan.
Do you need company?
I would love company.
Okay. I can help.
Please. How many
Both.
homes are there around here?
As you take a closer look after slowing down your pace, you guys were camping out near these buildings, and that's why I also gave you the idea that this is clearly a housing level. You see that these buildings are tall, they extend upwards pretty far. You see that they almost look like the apartments of the gutter town. They don't seem to have what you would refer to as a house. Nothing like the cabin that you saw in the meadows. More so like socialized living. So, quite literally, thousands more.
Ah, okay.
It's brimming with abandoned homes. You see the flora is clinging on to these buildings, some of them dilapidated, broken. You see that while they are overgrown, old and dusty, they still stand. And as you're looking through like a midsection of them, as the entire front half of the building has collapsed onto the floor, maybe the bottom half coming down soon, you see that there are little like hallways and like the remnants of rooms still laying there.
Surely one of these rooms has to have something.
Oh, definitely. Hope so.
How about me and Artano take one building and you and Akia can take the other? If we split up, we can maybe find something a bit faster.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. We'll go over there.
And Gully points at a further building.
All right. Be safe.
Don't die.
You, of course. Trying not to. Actively at all times.
She gives a thumbs up.
And if I die, it would be bad for you.
Please don't die.
Very.
He gives you a big smile.
As Gully said, trying not to.
She gives a double thumbs up.
So they split off from you guys as you venture into probably a better looking building than the one that you're in front of.
Yeah.
As you guys walk across the walkways, you see the streets curve and bend. They follow the natural ridges of the land. Bumps of greenery flourish to no end as they spiral out of control, weaving themselves across the paved roads. You see the roads have these circles that they kind of follow these little loops. And in the center of these loops, you see that there are fountains filled to the brim with rushing water and plants. And you even hear that there's like movement within the water. You hear just little from within. However, again, not the focus. You weave across the city and find one of these kind of more intact buildings, noticeably less dangerous to be in than a crumbling one. As you walk inside, let's just have you guys off the bat roll me an investigation check. Either you both can roll separately, or one person can roll with advantage.
How's your investigation doing, pretty girl? Because mine's flat.
Oh, mine's a +2, but I have 2 points of exhaustion.
Oh, do you want me to roll with advantage?
Yeah, I think you should maybe roll with advantage.
Okay. Please don't suck, please don't suck, please don't suck, please don't suck. Hey!
And guidance.
Hey! Hey!
Whoa!
Ooh, hot mama! Yeah, I did that. 19.
And you're adding guidance onto this?
Yeah.
Don't mind if I do. Where are you? D4. Roll. Oh!
Oh my god, let's go.
Oh.
That's a 23, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Even with a 23, it does take a fair minute of looking around within these ruins to find something. Obviously, if I were to put it akin to anything, it is finding a needle in a haystack. You look within this building. You walk through the many halls and search several rooms. It takes a while, but as you guys are casing the first floor, you branch up, or you both explore the same rooms together out of fear of being attacked, and you eventually stumble upon a needle set. You see that it's in some old metallic tin. It's rusty, it's old. But as you crack it open, you see all the needles are pristine inside.
Ooh. Oh, this is perfect.
You see that it even has a bundle of yarn within, or some string adjacent thing.
Oh, thank God we found one.
I kind of feel the string a little bit in my hands. Oh, thank goodness. Someone has hobbies.
Yay!
You actually do pass by a myriad of hobbies on your way to finding this. You find things like old games of the Millifera. They seem to be like some indoor hobbies. You find like children's toys. You find
Aw.
certain like carvings and things of that nature. But Stella, as you're holding a hobby akin to yours, you look within the tin, and as you move the string around, you see that there's a paper beneath it.
Oh. I hold up the paper.
You hold up the paper, and you see written in ancient Threekreen is something that you cannot decipher.
Akia, you can read this, right? What does this say?
She starts to squint her eyes.
You squint your eyes and look at the paper. You see the letters begin to rework themselves. You see as the ink bends itself across the paper as it works itself into legible text. As you look into it, you see what seems to be a letter written with love. You see that it seems to be penned by an arachne. To you, my distant love, I feel as though my sanity drains. I do not know how long I have yet to live. This seems to be the only thing that I can give you in current time. As our kingdoms wage war, as we are so distantly apart, I have thought of you, and you alone.
Oh. You can see her ears kind of droop down, and she gets a little sad. She's like, it's a small letter. talking to whoever they gifted this box to, telling them how much they love them and how the war is getting worse, and this is what they could give them.
Oh.
Yeah.
And judging from the package and the way it was stored, it seems like this was looked at, stared at, but never opened. Until now.
Oh.
Fuck you, Daddy.
Oh. Oh.
At least it'll get used now.
That's true. It wasn't for me, but I can at least make sure it gets put to good use.
Yeah, you'll use it really well.
Yeah. I feel like a pit in my stomach hearing about the letter, but I hold the string close and I put it all into the bag of holding.
You close the container. You see as the needles shine with this glint. They seem pure white. And along with the string, you tuck it in the bag. You hear a slight tink and then a pet from within as it hits Pancake on the head.
Sorry.
And
That sounded menacing. Oh. Sorry, big dog.
one too many hits on the head.
Weren't you outside?
I don't believe so. I think you guys put Pancake in the bag. Well, unless Pancake crawled in the bag after you guys were done. You
That would
guys
check
kind of
out.
just stopped associating with Pancake.
He was like, I had enough of the
last night.
outside
I had to sleep.
world.
Pancake rolled into the bag.
It's quite peaceful in there. But you guys continue. You walk out of this apartment building carrying your new needle set, and you guys are once again on the streets. What would you guys like to do?
I would probably want to make it back to where Gully and Artena are, but I think before that, I take a little look at the fountain we passed by.
Of course. You walk over to the fountain. You see this beautiful, like, overgrown fountain. You see that it is made out of, like, the same material as the buildings, and it is laced with vines and flowers and algae and, like, lily pads that are growing atop. They're all this beautiful blue tone. And you see as there's small movement other than the water trickling from the top.
Oh, I try to see what the movement is.
You look closer. You see suddenly as a fish head darts through the water, sprays your face with water.
I blink. Oh, that was a wake-up call. But is that just its purpose?
You look inwards and you see as the algae moved because of the fish peeking its head over, you see just clear water beneath. And you just see there are sea animals, or like a facsimile of sea animals just floating within.
Damn, they still kicking?
There's creatures in here. Look,
They're
look.
alive?
Yes, I guess so, somehow.
Akia gets closer to really look at the fish. She's very surprised there's things still alive.
As you get a closer look, you see even through the distorted waves of the water, you see that there is kind of a clear reason why they're alive. And as you get a closer look, you see that. At the bottom of this fountain, you see that there is a layer of soil. There are plants growing within. You see at the bottom, there are clear bones. It seems like this ecosystem is just continuing on its own.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
A contained and small world within a fountain.
How deep is it?
You could fit like half your arm down into the water.
Akia wants to touch the soil.
You go to touch the soil. It's wet, it's mushy. And you see as like there's just like a bunch of detritus down here.
Oh, wow. The soil's pretty good. No wonder they stayed alive for so long. At least, continue to live, because I see bones, so some died.
Oh.
Yeah. She kind of grabs a scoop of the soil and just brings it up and is like, see, look!
Oh.
You grab up a scoop of the soil, and as you retch it upwards, you see as, like, within the soil, there seems to be some bottom feeder stuck within. A flat-looking fish with glowing scales flops out of your hand and slaps against the fountain lip, and then falls in.
Oh! Oh! I'm sorry. I didn't know.
After a brief moment of being upside down, it rolls and it continues to move around, looking relatively unharmed. You would then see as some larger creature with tendrils in the water grips it, and as you have unearthed this small fish, it is dragged into the corner of the tank, in the corner of the fountain.
Oh. Oh.
Kia, with watery eyes, slowly turns to Stella. I killed it.
No. You didn't kill it. No, it's fine.
It was hiding underground, safe. And I brought it out. I'm so sorry. Goodbye.
May the stars guide your soul.
I must stop touching it. No more touching.
Well, the cycle of life, I suppose.
From beneath the water, you see this creature scuttling on the edges of the tank of this fountain, and it looks at you as the algae slowly starts to cover it. You see what seems to be a glowing octopi.
Bye-bye.
Its bulbous eyes look black, and as you say bye-bye, it seems to wave at you.
Wait. This creature's so intelligent.
At least it ate food.
Hold on, I need to try something. I still have my first level spells, right?
About only that, yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
You cast Speak with Animals. You see as a stream of stars slips under the water, it dances along the top of the water and ducks downwards to meet with a tendril of this octopi.
Hello there, little, creature.
Hello.
You're quite the intelligent little thing, aren't you?
So are you. You can speak octopi, can you?
In a way, yes. Octopi, is that what you are?
Some type of that, yes.
Wow. What do you do?
Sit here and eat.
You sit and eat.
And hunt.
Wow.
We used to do so much more. Back when the ancients lived here, they were as big as you.
Huh. What would you do when they were here?
Well, my great ancestors said that we used to perform for them as they would walk by, and they would give us food.
Oh. Wow.
But those times have been long gone, and we thought giants like you were just rumors.
Oh. No, there are still many of them. They've had to move away from here.
I see. And they didn't take us with them.
I suppose things were a little too dangerous for them.
I see. Things get dangerous within this little world as well. But I am the strongest in this world, so I need not worry.
Oh, how beautiful. I wish I could bring you up to the surface, but at least you seem to be thriving here.
I could not thrive long outside of my world. Many have tried to slip out of the tanks, but they are all feed for dirt now.
Well, I hope you continue to thrive for the rest of time, little one.
For as long as I am allowed to live.
We're in a bit of a hurry, but it was nice speaking to you, little octopi.
It was a pleasure. I know not the performances of the ancients, but I bid you a farewell.
And it reaches a tendril out to you.
Oh my god. I reached my hand back.
You see as it wraps the tendril around yours, it squeezes your finger, and you see as it slinks back into the dark, as it darts across, you see as it looks like a shooting star, as it finds its way into a dark corner of the fountain once again, and seems to disappear, its glowing light slowly, gradually disappearing.
What a wonderful
Then,
thing.
from inside the tank, you just hear muffled screams. Fuck, they killed him!
Danny.
They fucking killed him!
You fucking bitch.
They fucking killed
You
him!
fucking bitch.
My smile immediately falls.
What did he say? She's smiling.
Well, the little octopi was nice. Yeah. They used to perform for the Mellifera.
This could not have been He's so dead! He's dead, man!
I'm just disconnecting. I'm stopping the spell. I'm ending the spell. I'm ending the spell. I can't hear this anymore.
you drop concentration from the spell. The tank just goes utterly silent around you.
Oh my god. My eye bags look even worse.
Expecting eyes shining bright like they used to perform.
Yes, they used to perform.
Oh, how wonderful.
Truly, they live in their own little world. Those screams will haunt
did
my
you guys
mind.
find the needle?
You hear a distant scream. Gully is peeking his head out of a second-story window.
Yes, we found what we need.
I'll be coming down now.
Okay.
You see as Arteno and Gully come down, you see Arteno is carrying around a glowing, sloshing bottle.
Oh.
Whoa.
What's that?
I'm presuming booze, but I came down to ask you for what it is. And he points at the label, written in a language that he can understand.
Okay. She kind of looks at it and starts to read.
You start to read it, and it says that it says that this is like a 30-year-old booze.
Damn. That shit must be good. Oh, you're right. It is booze. And I think it's... What does that say? It's aged for 30 years. I don't know what that means.
Oh, that's probably poison now. I'm taking that from you.
Oh.
That is straight poison. That's 130 years old.
Oh. Oh. Please
Ooh.
don't. Yeah, please don't drink that
But-
and die.
But
Aged like poison.
for the sake of research, Gully, I'm sure you
can
resonate
smell
with that. No.
You are not the one who should
No.
be doing experiments, Arteno. We need to keep you alive.
We can smell it.
I agree with yes, Akia. You speak true. We can at least smell it.
You see as Arteno cracks the bottle open, it glimmers like a puff of steam.
Oh,
and
fuck no.
He gives it a deep inhale.
Oh, yeah, that might kill me.
Oh,
What
please put
does it
down.
smell like?
Oh, so good, but so rich in alcohol. I'm pretty sure this could be a bomb.
Oh.
We could use that.
Should we keep it?
No, because he's gonna drink it.
Oh.
But we can use it as a bomb. For the World Eater.
Listen, good plan. That thing is like 10 of these buildings stacked atop each other, right next to each other. I'm sure its skin is as hard as diamond. We are not doing anything to that. With a bottle of alcohol. Maybe for the wormlings. You can keep it for the wormlings.
Yeah!
Okay. Just keep this far away from him.
Okay. Akia can grab it. She can keep it.
You go to
He's
grab
not
it from
swindling
Arteno,
her.
and he just goes.
Especially if it can kill him.
Arteno just holds it. Arteno just holds it so dearly.
But-
Give me. Arteno?
One.
No.
Just one.
You'll die.
Just one. Just
I
one.
promised you to keep
One
you
little
alive.
sip.
Do you want me to cry?
I'm sure one sip would kill. Oh, no.
Thank
If you told your mother I made you cry, that would be pretty bad.
Yeah. I'll tell my mommy on you.
I'm not dating your mother, by the way.
I-
Not dating her.
Oh my.
I
for
hope
context.
not. My dad recently
Yeah.
died. That'd be kind of sad.
Yes, I did hear. Apologies, by the way. Apologies.
Thanks. Now please give me the alcohol.
Don't worry, I'm not vying for it. Oh, no.
You see as Arteno goes to take a sip.
No! She goes for it! No!
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, this fucker.
Oh my god.
DC 12.
God damn it! Can she smack it?
You smack it. He already has it to his lips. He sucks it once, and then you smack it. It pours on him, and he just goes, "No!"
Oh.
I will cry right now.
It was the most burning I've ever felt on my lips.
She starts to put her hands and starts rubbing his lips to like get the taste out of his lip. She's like, "No, you can't die."
Ooh. Yeah, that baby's strong. That baby is strong.
Was it worth it?
No.
Arteno smiles, and you see his teeth are blue.
Oh
What?
no.
Why are your teeth blue?
Oh, he's gonna die.
It's a very blue liquid.
Oh goodness.
But
Her hands are in her
He
head.
just
Oh,
goes-
he's gonna die. I failed.
I'm feeling fine. I'm fine. If one drop of who knows how strong alcohol would kill me, then I would have been dead long ago. But I am feeling faint. Perhaps we should go to the trial now.
yes. We have more important
Sorry.
things to be doing.
Arteno wobbles as you guys move across the
Oh,
street and
goodness.
find your way over to the.
Kia's following behind him with her hands extended, trying to be like, "Oh, he's gonna die."
You're like holding on to him.
She's like holding on, like, "Oh, please be alone."
I'm sure he won't die from one sip. But maybe one sip is going to his head. You also did get it in his nose.
She turns to Gully, tear-eyed. "I'm killing him."
No!
Probably just giving him what he wants.
I'm gonna smack Arteno.
Booze. You're giving him booze.
You see as you guys walk up the stairs to the next segment of the kingdom, and you see as you walk up this next tier, you see that though the rest of the city is coated in droves of plants, the one here seems to stand out in particular because of its shape and size. The plants here look a little bit more strange. Though they are intermingling, they seem to be grouped together methodically, standing next to each other and glinting side by side. You see debris of the crumbling world has smashed into some of these fields. You see metallic structures pillar over the fields, standing tall with their rusty shells coated in rust and dents. You see vines are lacing them, and you see that this area is kind of like split off very neatly. There seems to be like there are like different metal structures for different types of plants. But the main thing as you ascend the staircase is that a straight shot forwards, you see a Grim almost at the end of his walk towards the kingdom's castle, the precipice, if you will. You see little Asmothea struggling to keep up.
Yeah, Grim did not waste a second.
Yeah, he never does.
Guess we'll have to try to catch up next. These plants are quite beautiful, though.
You see just this really tall, like, structure amidst this giant field of glowing plants of different varieties. You see some of them look like trees. They very much look like trees, but they bear different fruits across their surface. And I say, this field, this level of the kingdom, smells like absolute shit. It is really disgusting smelling up here. But it smells like something has died 3 times over.
Oh no.
It's worse than Pancake's breath.
I don't think anything is worse than Pancake's breath.
No, but this is still pretty bad.
This is there.
Comparable, yes, comparable. Well, let's rush ahead.
Please.
It's stinky.
You guys begin to run forwards, trying to catch up to a Grim. Stella, you lag behind the rest of the group as your legs feel like they are heavy. You feel they kind of feel like they're made out of, like, cement. But eventually you guys get close enough as he begins to ascend to the 3rd level of the kingdom. You feel as if you have been, like, running for at least, like, 2 hours to try to catch up to him. He's been doing a lot of moving. But as you guys catch up to him, you see he turns around to face you, and he points upwards.
I look up towards where he's pointing.
You look upwards, and he is pointing upwards directly at the castle. You see the giant tree that looms over the Millefera. You can see its branches only from this angle. You can't even see the castle because it stands on such a high plateau. This staircase goes up a considerable distance.
Oh, wow. So tall. Oh, so much walking.
Well, we have no time for rest, so we continue.
That we do.
You see as Asmothea walks up the staircase, you see as their feet... Arteno has pointed it out, like, twice, but Asmothea's feet are, like, actually cracking from the amount of walking that you're doing. And you see that they are bandaged, and blood is kind of soaking through them.
I'm going to heal them.
Okay.
If I should actually, like, cast a spell, I'll use...
That would cast a...
Yeah.
That would be a slot, yeah.
Okay.
You heal Asmothea's feet. You see as the cracks begin to fix together. You see as Asmothea goes,
Thank you.
Of course. That looked quite painful.
It's nothing that I can't bear.
I won't pick them up and hold them forever.
I know.
But they want to be strong, so I won't.
you guys begin to move up, and thousands of feet upwards from the jungle floor, you now look at the castle ahead. You see the spires of this ancient castle wind upwards. These tall castle peaks frame the gigantic tree that has broken through the cage of the Milleferan kingdom, lifting the crown of it with its spiraling crown. The castle has exquisite plant life blooming within its courtyards. Large roots move through the courtyard, spiraling over and through the sections of the castle. Large sweeping archways and bridges formed from stacked honeycomb stand pillaring across the landscape. Titanic tree roots run through them and course over the entire structure like veins, as if it is assimilating and consuming the castle.
Truly, what?
This is...
Oh, continue.
Oh, just noting how imposing this feels. From this high up, we can't even see the bottom of the kingdom.
Very. It, really feels like we're doing something larger than life.
You do look like you're enjoying it, though.
What can I say? I enjoy seeing the sights, seeing what the world has to offer. As terrifying as it also may be.
Quite. Well, at least we can take in this ancient city. This is something that nobody has done in, well, besides the previous rulers of this nation, in centuries.
Yeah, we get to experience something not many have, or will. That is beautiful in its own right.
It does give me renewed fervor in trying to preserve this place. With each tremor, I feel like pieces of this ancient world are being lost. And that doesn't feel right.
Not at all. I agree. I saw these little creatures earlier in the fountain, on the level we were on. These, this, kind of had its own ecosystem in the fountain.
I see. Well, that sounds interesting. Maybe when we're going back down, I'd take a peek for myself.
It's quite beautiful, and a little scary. But I saw creatures I've never seen before. Do you know what an octopi is?
Can't say I've heard of that, no.
It had all of these little, arms? I guess. And I kind of do like a waving motion with my arms.
Gully is just imagining like a human face with tons of arms coming off.
And just goes, yeah. Maybe I won't take a look.
But, yeah, I heard a lot of screams.
Okay, great. Not taking a look then.
Girl is not making it look enticing.
Calrunia's name. Goodness.
As you guys move into the courtyard, Grim is still just proceeding, and you guys, I'm assuming you guys are following.
Yes.
And you walk over to these giant grand gates that seem to invite every soul inwards, even though the doors are closed. You see as Grim walks up to them, pushes them open, you hear a heaving and loud creak as they are pulled apart. You see dust kind of comes down from the door, like the frame, as they pull open. Igrim just briskly enters the castle, and as you guys enter, probably taking in the sights a little bit more, you see the innards of the castle are in tatters. Boulders crashed into dusty old tile, splintering them and cracking them. Tree roots run through the segments of the old walls and grow through and around them. You also see that there are just dead vines growing through the entirety of the castle. They are dried in a pale, sickly white. Long corridors stretch onwards, gleaming mold grows overhead, releasing spores that permeate the air like trickling dust beholden to light. You see that there are a plethora of mellifera stingers, and they are held on these pedestals, along with hollow armor that contorts the shape of 3 crane.
Oh, how grand. How large is this place?
Oh, from just this corridor, you gauge that you barely have been able to see the castle from an outside perspective, but this is larger than any building, any singular building you have ever seen. You see as this building alone dwarfs most of the ones that you saw on like Tay's street level.
Oh, wow.
It's not bigger than the entirety of Tay though, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Just as a singular building, this is gigantic.
This place is huge.
Very.
It's very imposing indeed. Very.
Speaking of imposing, you see as a Grim whips around and points at Asmothea, and Asmothea goes, huh? And then points at themselves.
Me? You? Me? Huh?
Grim, I think you might have to elaborate a little more.
He just goes in front of Asmothea, pushes them by their shoulders in front of him, and then does the movement. He just like flicks his wrist to like tell Asmothea to move.
Oh.
Okay.
It's failing. Oh, they got it.
He's asking me to go to the thing, right? The trial?
Yes. I'm sure he wants you to lead the way.
Okay. Where is it?
You see as Asmothea starts to look around frantically. I'm gonna roll a perception check for little Asmothea. That's a 7. Asmothea panics so hard that they don't know where they're looking.
Go, Asmothea, go.
And they begin to walk a little aimlessly. But Stella or Akia, you both are looking around at the majestic sight of this gigantic castle. I'll let you kind of sneakily assist Asmothea,
Yes.
if you want to. Either one of
Please.
you.
I would love to, even though I'm not doing so good.
Okay.
Dang.
You can roll it for me.
Damn. So close.
Wow, that was almost a nat
That was
20.
so close.
Oh.
Can it be with advantage if I'm helping?
Yeah, sure. I'll let you have advantage.
Yay!
So that's a 12, right?
Oh.
Yeah, because it was 16 minus 4. 12?
Minus 4.
Yeah. So 12.
Go again, shot it.
Okay, so you can roll again.
Okay.
Go, 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 go. Yeah!
That's better.
better.
That's way better.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 16 on the die.
Yeah.
Or not on the die, but 16.
Yeah.
Take it.
With that, Stella, you manage to, as you're looking around and watching Asmothea panic to try to lead a Grim, the ever-efficient man a Grim is, you begin to see the semblance of something particular amidst the ruins. You notice that there are intentionally carved sigils on some of the walls, and they seem to be moving in a direction.
I see something over here. This looks like this could be important.
Asmothea panically looks over at where you're pointing.
Oh, yes, that. Yes, those are supposed to guide the rulers to the trials. Okay, so this way.
And Asmothea saves space and walks in the right direction. You guys walk past a couple of rooms within the building. You see this immaculate dining hall. It's very clearly a dining hall. You see that there are tons of long tables. There are beautiful, like, stained glass windows, completely consisting out of honey, solidified honey. And you see that you even walk past a little throne room. But as you walk past all of those, you see these sigils lead you in towards the garden area. A large tree is encompassing it. It's so wide that it has shattered the stone awnings of the garden. The debris has grown into its massive and heaving trunk. You see that it is grown in such a way that it almost feels like it's swallowing the castle whole, as no outside light enters. You see, this garden is completely overgrown with these, like, glowing bits of foliage, but they seem to be pale and sickly, as if they're decaying. You see and hear the chirp of nature within the tree, the hum of ancient bugs, and the rustling of leaves as it fills this darkness with sound. As you guys look around, you see at the base of the tree, there's a divot covered in foliage where the nature seems not to grow especially. Runes that look like constellations circle around the tree, and they are engraved against the stone of the pathway.
Oh, what is this?
This seems to be where we're going.
So we follow this path.
I'm guessing so.
All right.
As you guys move down and towards the entrance of the route, you see a doorway stands in the midst of the tree as you walk down. It looks, like everything around you, ancient. You see that there are layers of dust that seem to suck the color from it. A stone archway looms above, and engraved on it are stars and an unfamiliar language, but a language that you, Akia, can read.
Yeah.
You see it reads, "Ruler who enters beyond, brave the past and strike swift."
That's poetic.
I'm guessing you just read it aloud to everyone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's where we're going.
You guys move inwards, the door creaks open, and you hear streams of liquid echoing from the depths as rushing waters fill your ears. As you guys hear this running water in this little cavernous alcove, you see across the walls, written in glowing resin and dashed across the walls, are messages in this language. They gleam brighter as you walk past them, and I will read it out to you. This language reads, unless you would like to read it, Akia, but I could just take it.
Sure, why not? I can read it.
You want to
Yeah.
read it? Okay.
Oh, okay. It says, "To you who walks the path of a ruler, you must embody strength to hold a nation together. Fierce battles overtake land. They ruin the common folk. You, as a ruler, must be the first defense. The insufferable amount, wall, and overwhelming sword. People will disagree, warriors will fight, and cowards will conspire." Real. "Peace is never won by the one who waits, but instead, change is made for those who act. Within this chamber, you and the future ruler of Leyden must enter by thy lonesome. You will battle a shade of this kingdom's held in stone to fight and defend those beneath you. Yeah, I think that's what it says.
Well, Grandpapa, I won't be listening to you this time.
And you see as Asmothea opens the door.
We'll all be entering together.
We got this.
As you guys enter, you see this underground chamber. It has a circular structure to it. Large archways carved out of stone lead to a pathway of underground glowing roots. Heaving structures cleave through some of the underground, water leaking from them as it drips into parts of the arena. The ceiling looks like tendrils raining down from the heavens, glowing gently and blinking. In the center of the arena, a floor of white flowers glisten. A marble statue stands in opposition to the doorframe. You see this marble statue carries a poised stance, with a blade wrapped in flowers that has crawled up towards it.
Wow, this is beautiful.
In front of the arena where you stand, you see arcane runes kind of like gleam across the sky above you. There's no structure behind it. You see, as one may enter, the rest may sit. The eye watches, not one or not two can enter.
So, as it seems, only one of us can do this.
Well, Gully puts his hand on a Grimm's shoulder.
It's all you, buddy.
Yeah, you got this.
Yeah, I would have picked you too.
You were so excited for this.
It's your moment.
And we can't lose our Tenno. And I have 2 arms and a good heart, so it's up to you.
The key has 2 thumbs up.
Arms and a good-
I believe in you, and you will do great.
You see it as a Grimm silently walks forwards into the Colosseum.
Woo, go buddy.
As he steps down onto the ground, he faces down with the statue. As he walks downwards into this flowery arena, you see, carefully treading across the flowers, you see that the golem statue ignites with this fervor. Its eyes gleam with a brilliant light, and you see as an eye carved into the back of the arena opens up. You hear the churning of stone as
Wow. Oh.
gleaming light shoots across like a spotlight on the back end wall,
Oh, that's dramatic.
and it shines upon you all, not the arena. You see, as his eye slowly turns to face you, Akia, Gully, and Asmothea,
Oh.
and then, as there is not enough room on both sides, Stella and Arteno have gone to the other. You see the eye trails over, you hear the as it lands the spotlight on Stella and Arteno. And it seems to be periodically turning to face each side.
Not liking this.
Oh, what does that mean?
I don't want to know what it means.
You see as a Grimm stands with his sword at ready. He points it at the Milleferan golem, and the Milleferan golem creaks. You see its body starts to crack a little. You hear as it begins to move and slowly take breath. And you see as it fixates on a Grimm, it is wearing Milleferan armor from head to toe. It's brandishing a stinger made of the same material, this heavy feeling stone. As it moves the stinger, you can feel like the air shift within the arena. To explain the combat a little, we will all have you roll initiative, and we will be all participating in this, even though it is just Igrim down there. The way this works, particularly, is that this eye is darting from side to side. As you feel this beam of light cast itself upon you, you feel as like you don't have a connection to whatever gives you magic. It feels almost suffocating. As this, almost like what Stella feels during mana exhaustion, but much heavier, denser. Whatever this is, it seems to be stifling you, preventing you from casting spells. The way that this trial works, for an outside knowledge, is that for every time Igrim misses a slash on the Milleferan Golem, the damage will be done onto the flowers around the field. The trial is then failed if he cannot protect the flowers beneath him.
Oh.
Oh, I see.
Mm.
The Milleferan Golem will be fighting Igrim head to head. You guys can cast spells outside of the arena, but presumably, well, just flat out. When this eye is not looking at you, but it alternates every turn.
I see. Okay.
So in each turn, only
Really
certain of
cool.
us can use magic and the other ones can't.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Well, basically each round, some of you will be able to cast, and some of you won't. And so, with that, we will start the combat. Everyone, roll me initiative.
Aye, aye.
You see, as Igrim readies his sword, and the Milleferan Golem reciprocates. You see, though, as soon as Igrim sees the sword rise, Igrim rushes forward, and he is going to go for an attack. You see, he sweeps the roseblood across the... Oh my god, just above the flowers, he rams his sword into the chest of the Milleferan Golem. You see, as you hear this loud... As the stone chips away at the center of its body, you see as these crumbling marbles begin to fall as Igrim crits immediately.
Oh my god, Igrim.
That is going to
love
be
you.
a 16, but it's going to be... That is a 17. That's a 19 because of his savage attacker feat. So he is going to be dealing 19 damage onto the golem immediately.
man
Oh
for
my
this. Is that the
god.
right man for
Yeah.
You might have spoke too soon, because as
Hey.
Igrim gets ready to launch his next attack, you see as the Milleferan Golem poises its stance fully. The marble sword comes to clash against his as he lifts forward. You see, with this skillful movement, you see as it hooks the sword with the front of its stinger, flings it downwards into the flowers, and Igrim's sword comes crashing down into the flowers below. That is going to be 11 damage onto the flowers below. I will let you know now that the flowers below... Do I keep this ambiguous, or... I keep this ambiguous.
You
You
hate
see
us.
as
You're evil.
a couple of the flowers are wretched upwards. You see as petals go flying across the air as Igrim staggers backwards a little. That is going to go to Akia's turn. The light is facing on you. You cannot cast a spell at the moment. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Just cheer on Grim. Go, Grim! Kill
All
it!
right. That's going to go to Asmothia. Asmothia does not have any spells, but Asmothia goes, "You got it! You got it!" you see as Mothia is sweating a little bit, they feel nervous, they feel anxious, they feel like, frankly, you can sense a fear of uselessness from them. That is going to be the end of their turn. That is going to go to the Milleferan Golem. You see as it rushes forward and goes to attack Igrim directly. As Igrim staggers off balance, you see as the Milleferan Golem raises its stinger, and that is going to be a 15 to hit Igrim, which does not hit. That's going to go to its second attack. That is going to be a 21 to hit, and that is going to be 10 damage to Igrim. And with that 10 damage, the Milleferan Golem is going to... That is going to be the end of their turn. That is going to Arteno's turn. Arteno is currently not stifled, but as of now, Arteno has no access to spells. Arteno just goes,
Should we trade seats, anyone? Anyone want to trade seats? And Gully goes, maybe that... I don't know, man.
I don't know.
That is going to be the end of Arteno's turn. That is going to go to Gully's. He is currently stifled. That is going to go to Stella Starweaver's turn. I bet you're feeling stupid for using your spell.
Yes! I feel so stupid. Okay. I'm going to try to cast Frostbite on it.
On the golem.
On the golem.
Okay.
Yes.
What does it have to do?
It has to do a Constitution saving throw.
I will let you know now.
It's a golem. I
if it
know
succeeds,
it's pretty good. Oh no, am I gonna...
If you succeed, it is going to damage the floor. I will roll. Or if it succeeds, yeah, you're going to damage the floor. So, I will roll that. That is a 16. What was the DC?
It passes.
Okay, roll your damage.
Okay, a 3.
3, you see as the flowers around the base of this Milleferan Golem begin to freeze. You see as they shatter as the Milleferan Golem is about to unleash an onslaught of attacks against Igrim as Igrim's sword is not ready. Igrim moves forward. He dives into the Milleferan Golem, and he is going to roll to hit from point blank range. Speaking of, before Igrim can even do this, you see as the eye moves over to the other side. The beam of light begins to stifle Stella and Arteno. Igrim is going to roll. That is going to be an 11 to hit, which does not hit the golem. Oh, y'all really jinxed him. That's going to be a 13 damage to the flowers around. You see as more flower petals are scattering around, the Milleferan Golem puts the pressure on Igrim. Igrim is going to roll to strike again. That is going to be a 25 to hit. That is going to be 12 damage. You see as Roseblood sinks into the Milleferan Golem's shoulder. You see as it lops off a large chunk of marble that slams against the floor in the spot where you already have done damage to. You see Igrim seems to not be playing around. He is going to use his action surge, and he is going to roll for 2 more attacks. All right, that is going to be a 19 to hit, which does hit. And that is, I'm going to roll both of them at the same time. That is a 16 to hit, which does hit. He is landing both of them. That is going to be 12 damage on the first strike, more like 13 because of his savage attacker. That is going to be 12 damage on his second attack. You see as Igrim you see as steam begins to flood from the back of his armor. His cape fans out looking like devil wings as he slashes and slashes and slashes and slashes back to back, ripping and tearing through the golem's stone. You see as cracks begin to form along its pristine body as the vines that wrapped its way around its sword begin to come undone as it tries to parry. That is going to be the end of Grimm's turn. That is going to be Akia's turn. You are not stifled anymore.
Hey, I'm not. So I can attack the guy, right?
You can attack him, or you can heal or buff Igrim.
From where I can see, how is Igrim looking?
Igrim is looking as alright as he's always looked. He's very hard to tell his health based on his armor.
Either way, I can't buff him is by touch, and I can't touch him. Okay. I am just gonna do an Eldritch Blast to the guy. Can I do that?
No. Yes, of
Okay.
course. Roll to hit.
You've got to be fucking with me.
Ooh, that was so close!
It was almost a 16. God damn it!
That does hit, though. Roll me damage.
Yes. 7.
Okay.
You see as your Eldritch Blast streaks through the arena, you see as it lands against the Milleferan Golem's body. You see as it deals a heavy blow as its body cracks a little bit under the pressure.
Kyo just screams. I hope that helps.
Igrim is locked in combat, so he can't give his usual reaction, but I feel like you know what it would be.
Yeah.
That is going to go to Asmothia's turn. Asmothia, in this feeling of uselessness, just grips onto their own shell. And they begin to just simmer. You would see as they just clench hard on themselves, as they feel like they wish they could do something right now. Anything. But nothing comes to mind. Nothing they can do. They sulk in their uselessness, but cheer Igrim on slightly. That is going to go to the Milleferan Golem. The Milleferan Golem is going to use a bonus action to feint Igrim. It is going to get advantage on its next strike. That is a 23 to hit, which absolutely hits Igrim. It is going to deal 7 damage to Igrim. You see, as its hook rips through the segments of Igrim's armor, it cuts inwards. You see, as it hooks deeply in, that nasty wound that you guys have been talking about has now been dealt to Igrim. You see, as it pulls on Igrim's flesh and forces Igrim into a grapple, Igrim is going to have to make an athletic check. Oh, but boy, is he good at these. Nat 20.
Oh!
You see as Igrim rips his own flesh apart. You see as blood gushes across the blade. He pulls backwards, and like a ravenous beast, he crouches down on the flowers as they spill with red blood. And the Milleferan Golem is going to capitalize on this blow. It, from overhead, leaps downwards onto Igrim. Ooh, I rolled damage first. It leaps downwards onto Igrim and makes a downwards thrust, which absolutely hits. That is a 23 to hit. That is going to be 7 damage to Igrim. You see, as it punctures through Igrim's like clavicle area, as it pushes downwards into his body, you hear a sickening squelch of flesh being torn apart as this needle goes in. You see, as Igrim spills blood across his armor, but it blends in with the visceral red of his coat. That is going to be the end of the Milleferan Golem's turn. Arteno cannot do anything. Gully grimaces at the sight of Igrim is spilling so much blood. You see as Gully lifts a hand.
You got it, buddy.
And
You got it, bud.
Gully, you see as he conjures a shield of faith across Igrim's armor. You see these magical runes woven out of pure magic just wrap around his armor, giving it this unnatural gleam. And Igrim, his AC is going to go up by 2.
Ooh.
So that is going to go to... His AC is now 20. That is going to be the end of Gully's turn. That is going to go to yours, Stella Star Weaver.
I can't do anything, right?
You are currently stifled.
Yeah. I just kind of move forward like I want to do something, but I can't. I really want to heal Igrim, but I can't.
As you see Igrim stumbling with a battle for the second time ever, you feel compelled to help him. You see as a devastating amount of blood is spilling out of him, and steam billows off of his body between the armor. You, however, don't even hear him scream. That is going to be the end of your turn, Stella. That is going to go to Igrim's turn. Igrim is going to invoke Roseblood. You see as Igrim goes, "Drink deep, Roseblood." And you see as he plunges his blade into the golem, but that is a 14
Gotta be fucking kidding
and
me.
does not hit. Igrim's blade plunges into the ground. You see as the thorns still lash out and begin to siphon the very life from the flowers below him. And that is going to be 15 health back to Igrim as you see as the roseblood kind of drinks the life from the flowers beneath. However, that damage is dealt to the nearby flowers, which is going to be 14. You see as some of the flowers around begin to wilt and decay, as Igrim lifts his sword up for another strike. That is an 11. That is a miss. That is going to be 11, more like 12 damage done to the flowers around. You see as more flower petals fling through the air. It is starting to look like half the arena, mainly the central area where they're fighting, is almost completely barren from flowers. That is going to be the end of Igrim's turn. Actually, Igrim is going to... Can he do this on a bonus action? It is a bonus action. Roseblood is also a bonus action to conjure. So that is... Igrim can't do anything but that. That is going to be the end of his turn. Akia, that's going to go to your turn. But before that, you hear the... as the stone moves its gaze onto you, Akia.
It's on me, isn't it?
It's on you.
God damn it, I can't. Bitch is gonna start praying.
You clasp your hands together in prayer, praying everything is going to go okay.
Please.
You hear Gully silently praying right next to you. And Asmothea just is like, you can hear the sweat dripping down from their body as they look afraid. That is going to be the end of your turn and Asmothea's turn, and that is going to go to the golems. The golem is going to faint again and go for a hook. That's going to give them advantage that is going to be... That is going to be a 16, which does not hit a Grim. The Shield of Faith that a Gully just cast is fizzled out as the beam is cast against Gully, and Gully's magic is siphoned. You see as the arcane strands that connect him and the shield are snuffed out. But the Milleferan Golem... Wait, I have to roll with advantage just to make sure. Does not hook a Grim. It's going to use its other attack to launch... it's going to just use its other attack. That is a 3 on the die. Which is a 10 to hit, which does not hit. That is going to go to Arteno's turn. Arteno, again, as useless as he can be. You see as Arteno even feels this deep pit of guilt, unable to help. Gully feels his connection to the spell wear off. He goes, oh no. And that is going to go to your turn, Stella, as the only one on this side who could do something.
I hold my hand out and I just go, come on, Evgrim. You've lived and protected long enough. Please. And I'm going to cast Healing Word on him.
You cast Healing Word on him. How much do you heal him for?
10.
10 health back to a Grim. You see as his movements get sharper as your spell weaves its way around him, seeping into his armor and curing his wounds. You see as him and the Milleferan Golem are locking blades, the eye moves over to Stella's side. And Igrim is going to launch 2 more attacks on the Milleferan Golem. That is a 15 to hit, which does hit, and that is going to be a 19 on the die, which absolutely hits. Now, a fun fact about a Grim is that on a 19 on the die is a critical hit for him.
Yes! Yes!
So, I will roll the crit damage first. That is going to be 16, or that is going to be 16. That's going to be 20 damage with one strike. You see as a Grim pries his sword into the marble as if he is carving a hole in the chest of this Milleferan Golem. You see he pulls it backwards and he slams it back in for another strike. That is going to be 13 damage on the second strike. You hear... As the stone is beginning to wear, marble begins to fall and tumble onto the floor, but the golem, even on its last legs, stands strong. You see as it poises itself like that of an elegant dancer. It holds its blade to the side, and it readies a strike in retaliation. That is going to be the end of a Grim's turn. That is going to go to Akia's turn.
Bitch. And I can do shit. I can fucking do shit.
Yes.
If I do shatter, would that do anything to the flowers?
That would do something to the flowers, something to a Grim, and something to the Milleferan Golem.
No! I'm just gonna stick to Eldritch Blast at the beast.
Okay.
Fuck you, bitch.
Roll it.
Oh, that's a 19. That's a 19 to hit.
Oh, yes.
Stella, as you go to hit the golem, you see as the golem makes a strange movement with its hand. You feel as all this marble that has fallen onto the floor begins to raise upwards, and it uses its legendary action to shift the eye over in your direction, stifling your spell before it could go off.
Fucking with me.
Oh.
Danny, I'm gonna fuck your ass up. Your ass is grass.
You see-
I'm mowing the fuck out of it.
You conjure your Eldritch Blast. You feel this energy pulsing within your body. You go to fire it. You see as the Milleferan Golem makes strange movement, these marbles float up a little bit, and they form a miniature eye that cuts your magic off like a counter spell. And You are unable to cast Eldritch Blast.
No.
That is going to go. Is that the end of your turn, Akia? Yeah. Sorry. This is the first ever monster I've ever had have legendary action.
Oh
Sorry,
my
I'm a little giddy.
God,
about
bro,
don't use
that's
them?
evil.
Don't use them.
That is going to go to Asmothia's turn. Asmothia cannot do anything. That is going to go to the Milleferan Golem. The Milleferan Golem is going to make a... It cannot feint anymore, so it cannot pose disadvantage. It is going to go for 2 strikes on a Grim with its hefty blade. Miss. On the first attack. A strike on the second. That is 25 to hit.
God.
That is going to be 11 damage onto a Grim. You see as the stinger raises through a Grim. You see as it punctures through a gap in his armor and comes out the other side.
Ooh.
It is disgusting.
Oh, my boy.
You see as the flowers are drenched in a Grim's blood, but he persists and he fights. That is going to go to Arteno's turn, currently stifled and can't cast a spell. That is going to go to Gully's turn. Because of the turn with Akia, he is also stifled. You are both sides are currently stifled.
What the heck? I'm going to...
It's that legendary action.
I'm going to
Is that
kill
allowed?
myself and then record
Is this
it for
allowed?
you.
Is this allowed?
And record
Can you
it.
do that?
So you see it.
You see as the stones are shaking. You see the stones are shaking in front of the Milleferan Golem as it is creating this alternate eye. That is going to go to Stella Starweaver's turn, but you also cannot do anything. At the start of this turn, the beam of energy towards the back of the room coming from the eye goes down to the other side. It covers over Akia, Gully, and Asmothia. Stella, you are free to cast a spell on your turn. You see as the eye that the Milleferan Golem has conjured crumbles, slams onto the floor where the dead flowers are, and it is gone. That is going to go to a Grimm's turn, however. A Grimm is going to launch his first attack. That is a 25 to hit. I will roll the second. That is a 16 to hit. Both hit. You see 12 damage. A Grimm punctures a hole on the other side. You see as Roseblood tears through the Milleferan Golem. It rips through the other side. The marble gives way. You see this stone statue just looks at a Grimm, and its body goes limp. It falls like a puppet loose from strings onto the floor of white flowers. Its blade clatters onto the floor after a Grimm pulls it out of himself and throws it on the floor. You see, as this battle ends, a Grimm witnesses as a podium rises from the earth towards the back of the arena. He looks at it, he steps on the golem and walks over it.
You get that podium.
You see as he trods over to the podium, he grabs an object on it, and he looks over at Asmothia and holds it towards Asmothia. As they look at it, their eyes glimmer, the hope reignited, and a Grimm just tucks it into his cape and walks over to you guys. As a Grimm triumphantly returns, his armor stained in blood, he walks past you guys and out the door. And that is where we will end today's session.
Oh my god!
Oh, I was so stressed.
That was stressful!
Oh, I'm actually crying.
That
I was so
legendary action was
scared.
evil. Oh my god.
Saving it! I was saving it!
Oh my god. Oh, wow. And the Grim just walked right past us.
Yep.
Motherfucker, get over here. We need to heal you. God damn it. Get your ass.
As the battle wraps up, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all leave a 5-star review on the podcast. Share it with your friends, please. Word of mouth is the best way we can grow. We post TikToks. We post everything under the name Wishing on a Die. WISHINGONADIE. That is die as in dice and not die as in death. And thank you all for listening. If there's anything you all would like to shout out, please be my guest.
I'm shouting out a Grim. Because you're a fucking real one for that shit.
Shout out a Grim.
I shout out goddamn a Grim. Because if any of us were down there, we would have been fucked.
Oh, that was so much damage.
Shout
Oh,
out to
God,
Big Dog
no.
Grim. Big Dog Grim. 'Cause God. And shout out to Danny for making a great fucking episode. But also, fuck you.
Yes,
Fuck
oh
you.
my God.
It was amazing. But also, I hope you die.
I was
Wonderful
saving that
campaign.
legendary action. Oh, my
That
mama.
was so
Um,
demented and sick.
All right, Noelle, anything you would like to shout out?
I'm Fruit Gummy on Instagram and Twitter. And I draw, and
They posted.
I draw a lot of Stella. I draw Stella. If you want to see more of her, if you're interested, I hope you are. I've put a lot into her, so I hope you like my character a lot. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna throw up.
I don't have any shout outs today. My only ask is that you share it with your friends. Word of mouth really is the best way we get around. Encourage them to listen. Sit them down and show them an episode. Make them invested. Thank you all. We love you, but not too much.
Thank you for being here for 50
And
episodes.
stick around. Thank you for
Thank
being here
you.
for the episodes.
Yeah, I love you.
We appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Adios. I'm gonna fucking throw up.